Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is, well, Christopher Levine and Order. Is that Levine? Levine, I think it's Levine. Levine, it would be weird. Dyslexic. It would be weird to be Levine. Yeah, Levine. So, it's the guy with the dog. This, by the way, this guy is not in the book. I'm amazed who is in the book and who isn't in the book. It's weird. But anyway, so we have Christopher here, Mr. Law, and Mr. Order there. Yep, on this side we have a very nice piece of artwork of the man himself, his military police, and his dog. It's just his baby dog. Then we have the dog. It comes with an Uzi 9mm police badge. MPK9 military police. Yeah, I think I had this one. This was, I'm guessing this was towards the end of the era that I collected these, because they started being more ninjas and doing the thing of doing the same figures again, but just painted in day glow green, which kind of killed it for me a little bit. I wanted the military style. I like that. Yeah, so yeah, we have a plethora of hands, a helmet, some kind of goggles for the dog, a baton, nightstick, I have one of those somewhere, a knife, and a pistol, and an Uzi 9mm. Don't know why I say it like that. Anyway, so this box does not open at the top or the bottom, it opens at the side. Oh, I should have shown you that as well, because I know you guys like those. There we go. And yeah, there's a barcode down there as well. Right, let's open this guy from there. There we go. Yeah, I think I did have one of these. When I first started collecting the Joe figures back in the day, or Action Force as we called them here, I picked a lot of them up from like charity stalls, car boot sales, flea markets, things like that. So they didn't have all their accessories. So later on, when I was buying the ones when I was in the, you know, on vacation in the States, it was a lot easier and a lot nicer. Let's get rid of that because we don't need that. Right. Ow. Oh, he's got right. The dog. Right there. Now, most of this is held in with sellotape. The pistol is anyway. Machine gun isn't. And yeah, so there's his handcuffs. I'm going to leave them in there for now, because I'm also going to leave the nightstick in there because that's really well sellotaped in. There we go. Because we just want to see what the figure looks like. And the spare head, goggly things. Right, let's have put that gently down there, and everything's blurred. Right, so here he is. I'm going to say he's ginger. No problem with that. This is going to be, I can see that is going to be a pain already, because those things never. That's a wonderful piece of equipment there. That stays in perfectly. Let's actually put the pistol in there. Okay, go watch my Indiana Jones, Hasbro version of Indiana Jones. That, nah, never stayed down. Still to this day, it irritates me every time I look at it. He's also got a holster there, so I'm guessing that holster is for... Yep. Wow, he has an Uzi holster. He has his MP armband, which has slid. There we go. That is going to stay, hopefully. Now, you see, back in the day, they would have just put that as an armband and painted it on, but I know that these arms are probably, no, they're pinless though, so they are newer arms, but because they haven't put the armband on there, that means that these arms can be used for another figure. Yeah. So yeah, it is pinless. Out of interest, there is a peg in the back there, and it is perfect. So go watch the Major Blood, where he's completely out of line. Handcuffs there at the back. Little loop there for something. I like the fact that he has a holster for that. His watch. Can everybody see what time it is? Yep. Right, does he stand? He stands pretty well. That's good. Right, helmet, which is scuffed and damaged. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Focus, but there's MP on the front there, but it isn't perfect. But it's definitely not perfect now. Been on the floor. Right, on there we go. That does look a little bit like I don't know, weird. But yeah. Why does that look so odd? That is going to be a pain in the tush, is that armband. Because it's literally just wanting to be a wristwatch. Look at it. It just will not stay there. That is going to be a case of a little bit of PVA glue or something underneath there. Look, it's just going to keep sliding. It's maybe if we get that side up a bit. No. Yep, that's going to be a pain in the tush, but hey, if you put his arm in the right position to start with, it's going to stay where it's put, isn't it? So yeah, so he has police badge, radio, nice detail. I've got to say, nice detailing on the belt. There is a pouch for the other set of handcuffs, I guess. That'll be fun to try and put them in there. A little pouch on that side as well. Uzi holster. Let's just have a look at that, by the way, before we leave that in there. Oh, if it comes out. Nice little bit of green detailing on there, just to give it a little bit of variety. Yeah. I do like the pose that he's in on the box, so I'm probably going to try and put him in that. And he's got the Uzi. I'm not going to push it all the way down in his hand. So we have the boots. Pretty nice boots as well. Yeah, I think that is a nice bit of sculpt work there. All the usual articulation. Yeah. Handcuffs on the back. Torch. It's got a lot of accessories that aren't accessories. The wristwatch is also not actually attached to his arm. That is probably removable. Is that armband removable? Probably. Yeah, we'll have a look at that in a minute when we swap his hands over. Let's have a look at Law. So there we have him with his friendly face. He also comes with a slightly less friendly face, which I think that's probably going to be one he's going to have on. There is holes for accessories all over his, I'm going to say body armour, his pack, whatever you want to call it. Tail has articulation. There is a lot of articulation in this. Back in my day, these figures were just a plastic, and that was it. And you had whatever pose it was in that pose forever. But they are actually putting a lot of, whoever's making these, whoever's designing them, is having a lot of fun making dogs. And I must admit, I'm thinking to myself, it would be nice to have, because like this could go, I know it's all right, it could go with your Terminator figures, because they have the dogs going for the Terminators. You know what I mean? This is actually going to be a pretty cool way to get some accessory figures. I think there is a market out there for just generic person. Right. So that is removable. Let's see if we can get that in there. Let me just do it over here. Oh, that is on actually. I'm pushing it and it's actually on. So yeah. The visor thing, I'm guessing. Right. This is going to be fun. He's got one like that, so it's got to go over his ears. But his ears are solid. I'm getting the feeling once this is on, it's going to be on. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yes! It's a little bit of a weird look, but I kind of like it. It looks more like a cyborg dog. And look, I've messed all the legs up now. Spent a lot of time straightening the legs out. So he'll stand. There we go. We got him. I've got to move the camera down because he's shorter. Got him standing. We got him standing. All right. The only thing is you can't get them. There we go. Got them both in shot. Right, where's the hands? So we've got the nightstick and the handcuffs. That's it. The sellotape that they put on these things is pretty amazing, I have to say. It does such a good job of holding things in. Handcuffs. Now, when I do like the NECA figures and things like that, I've started putting all the extras and things in little baggies so that they're all together. But the problem with the Joes is, G.I. Joes, that they don't have quite enough. This guy does. So I think I'm just going to do one generic bag. And hopefully these videos will help me remember whose hands are whose. Alright, we've got pointy kind of finger. So let me move these guys, then we get focus. Right. Pointy kind of finger. Holdy kind of fingers. That's a command. That's like get. And oh, we got a pointy finger. Every figure should have a pointy finger. Yeah, so it's got some nice accessories. Let's have a look and see, where does this go then? Where would you put it? There's usually like anything. Oh, it goes there. Because most Joes, all the accessories fit on them. I'll figure that out in a minute. So if I can get the handcuffs in there. Oh, we did. That's probably going to snap eventually, but we did get the handcuffs in there. Yeah. I've just got to figure where that goes. There's nothing in the boots. There's nothing in the thing. There's no... It's not going to go through there because that's where that goes. So that's the nightstick holder bit. It's not going to go under there because that's where the radio is. It's an accessory for him. Why would a dog have a knife? Oh well, I'll have to figure that out. So, I'm thinking... Let me have a look. There's a picture on the box. I like that. So, I'm going to swap that hand for the pointy hand on the hand. The watch is kind of... Is it attached? Yep, that watch is attached. So that's not coming off. The armband is moving. It is actually just like I'm on, I'm off. You can see it moving as I'm holding it. You can see it moving. It does not want to be. I do not want to be on there. You can hear it screaming, I don't want to be on here. I want to go home. Right. I'm going to get this out of here now because we put it in. Right. So. Move all these out of the way. There we go. Oh, do you know what? When he stood on the shelf, I'm gonna be coming home every night and standing that back up. I can tell. Right, that leg like that, that leg like that. Okay, I'm not going to stand him quite as leaning forward as that, because that pose, you can see they've cheated. Oh, no, he will kind of lean. But I get the feeling they've cheated with that. That they've digitally removed the stand. And then K9. Sorry, I called him K9. He's older. Ooh, I got the wrong dog. Whoops. Right. So yeah, that is kind of the pose we're going to be having on the shelf. I think that looks pretty cool. I like these figures. I was a big fan of these back in the day. I'm going to take the handcuffs out of there because they are bugging me because they're going to snap. I was a big Joe fan back in the day. Actually, let's look on the box. They really were my favourite figures after Star Wars. And yeah, that is a great representation. I am going to mess about with that and get that a little bit better. Everything's just not quite where I want it, but hey, work in progress. Yeah, I think he's great. It's another great addition to the shelf. Okay, seeing as these guys were filming the other day, we have Major Blood and Monkey Wrench. I'm saying Monkey Wrench like I didn't know it was Monkey Wrench. I'm joking now. It is Monkey Wrench. The box is still outside me. So yeah. He has a slightly... I like the fact that there's also different heights. He's really tall. I know his legs are wider open, but there is the height differences in them. I like that. So yeah, I think this is a great addition to the set. I have to say, looking at the figure stood there in front of me, is it my imagination or does it look a little bit like John Cena? Let me show you it close up. There, look, there's John Cena. I don't know, it's got a little bit of, it's a ginger John Cena. That's a hard thing to say, a ginger John Cena. Yeah, I like it. Another great Joe figure. So yeah, I'm going to wind this video up. Thank you so much for watching. Please, if you're new here, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. The Joe videos don't get the big views like some of the other stuff does, but hey, I'm going to still do them because this is stuff that... This channel is about the stuff I buy. And this is the stuff I buy. This is the stuff I love. These guys are going to go on a shelf over there. I'm redoing the room, and the only two things that are on the newer shelves are my Joe collection and my horror collection. Star Wars and some of the others are still waiting for their shelves putting up. So yeah, he's going to go over there. And I'm kind of happy that he's not falling over yet. Right. Okay, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great night. And I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time.